Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in the heart of nature. Are you in your early 20s by any chance? And learning really hard life lessons by any chance? 10 lessons I learned in my early 20s. Hard lessons, beautiful lessons, scary lessons, oh my gosh kind of lessons. Let's just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. So I was on Instagram doing the live chat and someone asked, Ralph, can you please share life lessons you learned in your early 20s, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I learned a lot. Now, I meet a lot of people who are in their early 20s. I meet people who are teenagers and elderly people. They're like, Ralph, I watch you. So this information can apply to anybody of any age, but especially it's for people in their early 20s. Is that you right now? And you are getting so many life lessons. It's unbelievable. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So when I was 21, 22, I had a lot of life lessons, and I'm still pretty young. A lot of people are like, Ralph, you 17? Kind of. Look, the first hard, beautiful lesson I learned in my early 20s is that people will screw you over. Oh yes, oh no, Ralph, yeah, they're really gonna screw you over. You are gonna get scammed. Welcome to the real world. Oh no. Yeah, do you know what, Ralph? Tell me. I was doing a commercial, a soccer commercial for someone, and they're like, I'll pay you the money after. They paid me a bit up front, and I'm like, okay, where's the rest? And it went to voicemail. Sorry, cannot be reached at this moment. Please leave a message after the tone. I'm like, what? You scammed me. So a lot of the times in our early 20s, we're kind of naive. I was just happy to do the work because I'm a cinematographer as well. Okay, I had this great opportunity. And then I got like scammed. One of my friends who's in his early 20s, he bought some stuff and it wasn't actually the stuff, okay? It was just like an empty box, okay? So many times we are naive. And what's helped me become my greatest version when I was 20, 21, fresh legs, was to learn how to use discernment, which is the ability to judge well. Don't just believe everything you read or hear. Learn to have discernment, okay? Because you are trustworthy, but not everyone you meet has good intentions. The cat down the road definitely does, though, okay? What's the second hard, beautiful lesson I learned in my early 20s? Relationships will end early. That's right. Relationships will end prematurely. Sometimes a relationship ends not the way you wanted it to end. Okay, sometimes there's a bit of bad blood. Okay, and that happened to me when I was like 20. I'm like, oh my gosh, why did it have to end this way? But then I realized the universe sent me someone else. Yeah. You see, in relationships, as we change, the types of people we meet also changes. Slow motion this side. And we find this out in our early 20s that you might have to go through a lot of different people until you meet the right one. What? Slow motion this side. And sometimes we don't want to let go. We don't want to lose that person. But you can never lose something that belongs to you. So stop worrying that, oh my gosh, this relationship didn't work out. You're still young. There is someone beautiful waiting for you. Call the cat down the road. What's the third hard, beautiful lesson I learned in my early 20s? Baby. People are cold. Oh, like J. Cole said, it's a cold world, baby. It's cold. Cold-hearted people everywhere. Yes, you're looking like really frosty right now. People are very cold. And I experienced this in my early 20s, like meeting some people, and I'm like, gosh, why are people so closed up, so cold, so desensitized? And I'm like, they probably didn't get a hug today, okay? So realize And this is how you become your greatest version. Don't take anything personally. You see, how people treat you is not about you, it's about what they're going through. Okay? And a lot of people have gone through all kinds of experiences. So don't feel that the way they act to you is a reflection of you. No, it's a reflection of their inner mind state. Slow motion this side. A lot of people have been hardened by life. Don't allow them to harden your heart. So the takeaway, what I learned is that don't be like them. Ralph, you're better than that. Don't copy them. Be different. And that's why I'm still in nature, baby, living in infinite abundance. What's the fourth lesson I learned in my early 20s? 23, okay. Look, I learned this, that I was questioning life a lot. I had like an existential crisis when I was 20 in university. I'm like, what are we supposed to be doing here on the planet? You're still scratching your head, like trying to find out the meaning of life. And then you're questioning, like, will I ever make it? Because I was always like reading about these success stories. And I'm like, what about me? Will I ever manifest my dreams? Right? And it doesn't help when your parents are like comparing your life with someone else's, the next door neighbor's children, right? What I learned is that nobody is stopping you from manifesting whatever you desire. There are no excuses. If you want it, you can get it. Right? And when I was also questioning about life, what's the meaning? I realized there is no meaning of life. Life is what you make it. Life takes on the meaning you give it. Slow motion this side. And that's why I said, it is my pleasure, my honor to inspire millions of people, and that's what I'm doing. What's the fifth? Hard, beautiful, yeah. Lesson I learned in my early 20s, 7-day vegan challenge. It's okay to be confused about what to eat today. Even rhymes, right? It's okay to be confused about what to eat today. Because when I was like 20, I'm like, oh my gosh, I was already eating a plant-based diet, but I'm like, gosh, should I drink rice milk, almond milk, hazelnut milk? Okay. And it gets confusing because when I was in my early 20s, I heard people talking about water fasting. I'm like, should I try that? People were talking about, hey, do you know this food is not good? I'm like, what am I supposed to eat then? Grass? Yes, Ralph, right? So it's okay. Like, I know what it's like. If you are in your early 20s, sometimes you're still not sure about, should I be vegan? Should I be a raw foodist? Should I even just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Be a breatharian, okay? And you really got to listen to your body. Like what I'm eating and what I learned in my early 20s, 21, 20, was that everything is a process, especially when it comes to food, okay? I've been a vegan for over 13 years, but when I was in my early 20s and I was eating a plant-based diet, I was still modifying my diet. Like I'm like, okay, I like coconuts. I'll incorporate a bit more of that into my diet. I don't like this, I don't like that, right? So you're always modifying your diet. You're customizing it to work for you. And that's how you become your greatest version. What's the sixth? Hard, oh no, beautiful, yes. Lesson I learned in my early 20s is that I was still trying to figure out who I was. Like, who is Ralph Smart? I had an identity crisis. Oh no, yes, okay. And what I learned is that you don't have to stress yourself out trying to figure out what you're here to do on the planet. What's my purpose, right? That's a big one when you're in your early 20s. And I learned that just move towards something you love to do every single day, and then your purpose will magically unfold. So just move towards what you truly love to do every single day, and then your purpose will magically unfold. And that's what happened to me along my journey. I'm like, hey, I don't want to get caught up in like being somewhere where I'm not happy. I'm just going to do what I love, which was coming into nature, skateboarding, and then my purpose came to me, right? So don't feel that, hey, you've missed the boat. You're still young, okay? And it's okay if you don't know what to do, what the future holds, what you want right now. It will come to you. Just relax. Nothing is under control. What's the seventh? The seventh, baby. Hard, oh no, beautiful, yes. Lesson I learned in my early 20s is that people, especially parents, will try to control you. They will try to tell you what to do. Now, my mom is an exception. She was always kind of like, hey, Ralph, if you want to do it, I'm happy if you're happy. However, talking to my peers, they're like, hey, my dad said if I don't do this, he's never ever going to talk to me, right? And there was even some pressure from my family like, hey, Ralph, just stay in university, get a good job and this, that. And I was doing all of that, but I'm like, I got dreams of my own, right? And that's what I did. So when you're in your early 20s, there is a lot of pressure, peer pressure, people trying to mold you, trying to tell you what to do. And you have to really take time to listen to yourself because inside of you, you really know what makes you happy. There's no point in doing what everybody else wants you to do if you're miserable, right? So listen to that tiny, small voice saying, can I get a hello there? Follow your dream. Inside of you, it knows best. What is the eighth? Baby, hard, beautiful life lesson I learned. It was this, that if you want something, anything, if you want to start a business, if you want to know who you are, okay, it's going to require effort. Nothing in this world gets done without effort. Like in my early 20s, I missed a lot of opportunities because I didn't put in the effort. Even relationships went a bit wayward because I didn't put in the effort. Sometimes in our early 20s, we feel we have this entitlement. And what I've realized is that the world doesn't owe me anything, right? When you have that mindset, you start really owning your true power. Okay, so stop feeling like you are a victim, because I felt like a victim in my early 20s. Like I've just been to university and it hasn't really helped me out, right? And what am I here to do? I felt like a victim, right? And I'm like, what I learned down the road is that I am not a victim. Life is not something happening to me. Life is something responding to me. My thoughts, words, and actions. Slow motion this side. What's the ninth? Hard. Oh no. Beautiful. Yes. Life lesson I learned in my early 20s. Take responsibility. Like you have to take responsibility, because in my early 20s, I didn't want to really take a lot of responsibility because once again, I thought like the world owed me something. I'm like, hey, everything should just land on my lap. And right now I know the importance of responsibility. Get your financial game up. Tune yourself spiritually. Everything is up to you. If you want to live a certain lifestyle, you got to take responsibility to make sure it can happen. And that's what I did. In my early journey, I'm like, hey, I want to start Infinite Waters, started to create, saw what the world was becoming. I took responsibility, right? But there were days when I didn't take responsibility. And that might be you right now. You're like, oh, I don't really want to take responsibility, right? A lot of people are like, Ralph, I just want this lifestyle, but I don't want to do the work, right? You got to start putting in the effort, taking responsibility. You are where you are because of choice, right? You can choose to be wherever you want to be. That's the beauty of life. And even happiness is a choice, right? What's the 10th? Hard. Oh no. Beautiful. Yes. Life lesson I learned in my early 20s. I am not powerless. Okay, there were days when I used to wake up in my early 20s, like when I was like 20, 21, fresh legs, like feeling like totally powerless. I'm like, it's never ever gonna happen for me. The whole world is against me. Nobody wants to see me make it. I'm just gonna be another number, right? And I felt totally powerless to creating the life I truly wanted. Right now, I am truly powerful because I've seen the results. I've seen that we are all powerful co-creators. If you want it, you can get it, match that vibrational frequency, and you are powerful beyond measure. The only thing stopping you are your thoughts. The only thing stopping you are your words. The only thing stopping you are your actions. What? Slow motion this side. Tell him again, Ralph. The only thing stopping you are your thoughts. The only thing stopping you are your words. The only thing stopping you are your actions. And I learned that when I was 20, when I was 21. And now I'm realizing the power of thoughts. Now I'm realizing word is bond, words are vibrations. I have to say I am wealthy, I am health, I am the two most powerful words. Whatever you put after that is what you will become. I am the two most powerful words in the universe. Whatever you put after that, you will become. I had to say, I can actually act. I'm not powerless. I can make it happen and shock everybody. And that's what I did. And well, I just said, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Beautiful deep divers. Have a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. If you are in your early 20s, I'm here to tell you, it's okay to be lost. It's okay to feel like you failed, but you haven't. Because you have so many years ahead of you to create any life you choose. You are not alone in this. The cat down the road is with you. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You are not alone. No, you're not. I will be with you.